Welcome everyone to my YouTube channel, and thank you very much for joining me today. So I thought after a week of YouTubing I might want to record an introduction video to introduce myself, what you can expect on this channel and why I'm doing this channel. So today I'm going to give a brief introduction of myself. My name is Louise and I'm a professional process safety engineer registered with the ICME. Over the last 11 years, I've been working with major operators BP and Shell in roles such as process safety engineer and process engineer. And I've worked onshore, offshore, UK, Iraq, India, Azerbaijan, Trinidad and Tobago, America. So I have quite a broad spectrum of experience. And this experience is based mainly in the operational space. However, I do have some experience in the project space as well. I also spent a couple of years in Wales, so I also have some experience in that area from the upstream. As you can tell, most of my experience is upstream. However, I'm very adaptable. Having graduated from Imperial College with a first-class honours degree, I have a really strong process engineering foundation, and I can adapt myself to almost anything. So just get in touch if there's something you want to know about, you're not sure, you want me to look into something, I'll do it for you and we can share the learnings on here. I'm also doing some guest lecturing at Imperial College, and I'm a fellow with the Safety and Reliability Society. Now, why would I do those things? Well, I'm really passionate about education, and that's really why I'm running this YouTube channel. I want to share what I've learned. I want to share what will save lives. And then a little bit about me personally. So I've been married to my husband for over 12 years now, and we have a young family. I have my daughter who's 8 and my son who's 3. So why am I running this channel? If you even just look at this year, 2020, I know everything has gone completely wrong, but from a process safety perspective, there has been incident after incident after incident, and each one of them have had more than 5 fatalities. We could have a look at one country and at least find 3 different incidents in that country where there's been a major process safety event. We can take 2 examples from 2020. One is the algae polymer release, where there was over 12 people fatally injured and somewhere between 2,000 and 20,000 people hospitalized. It depends on where you get the numbers from. And then in Beirut, which unfortunately resulted in hundreds dead, thousands injured, and hundreds of thousands of people with no home. These incidents inspire me to spread my message now, to make sure that everywhere across the world, people are developing their skills so that we can manage process safety well and we can all get home safely. So a little bit more about why now and how we're going to do this. So the first thing is that I know that many of you are aware, because you can look around your office, or you used to be able to look around your office before COVID-19. There is a quite big generation gap, at least in the oil and gas industry. There's a large number of people who are just starting their careers, and there's a large number of people who are just finishing their careers. And because of oil price stress, there is not that sort of ullage in the company which would previously have allowed people coming closer to retirement to step away from formal duties and go into more of an educator role, helping those who are just starting out gain some of the knowledge that they've gained in their career. Also, because of the pressures with regards to finances, those people are also not getting the chance to write things down and giving the structure so that the organization can have a memory. There's a change in how much information is available and how we receive it. I mean, the internet is a wonderful thing, but you can Google just about anything and you can get a really good answer and you can get a really bad answer, right? And both of those could have really high number of hits. And one of them could be advertised and that could be the really bad answer, right? So there's a change in how much information is being transferred and how we receive that information. There's also this sort of immediate satisfaction requirement going on. So a lot of people who are in the workplace today who are just joining, they didn't grow up without Amazon. Amazon was there. If you want something, you get it the next day. Oh, I missed the TV program. Oh, well, I'll just watch it again. Right? So everything is immediate. Gone are the days when, oh, if you miss the program, that's it. You have to wait until the reruns, which may be 4 or 5 months down the line. Or if you want to watch a program, you have to get the whole family together and sit down at a set time and watch it together. Those days are gone. And so now this is built in sort of an impatience within ourselves, even people who grew up with those sort of restrictions. Now we have everything on tap. There's a little bit of impatience about how to get things. There's a big focus, especially after COVID-19, on health and life balance, right? So there's been some recent campaigns before COVID-19 from Goldman Sachs and McKinsey Employment, and they've both been focusing on how the company gives people their work-life balance, making sure that they change the image from being this organization which drives people basically to destruction and then uses somebody new to a company where they can show that they provide a really good work-life balance. People have started to realize that there's a lot more to life than work, and there are other ways to receive income other than direct employment. So we need to change the way in which we communicate, and we need to make the communication accessible, because the person who's in that role now may not be in that role in a couple of years, because they may decide that that role is taking too much of their life away, and so they need a different role, and then we'll have somebody new. But we need to train them up, and they need to have a good foundation so that they can do their role. And that's also a reason why we're starting this YouTube channel, making things a little bit more accessible, and making it accessible for you to ask me questions, so that if you have a problem, I can try and help. As we've seen through COVID, there is a big trend in fake news. I mean, just President Trump's tweets tell us how much fake news there is. And this can bring a distrust. There is a big distrust of scientists and specialists. Are they really telling us the full picture? Are they hiding something? And so this sort of fake news is really making us question who we believe. And so that's the reason also why I wanted to start the YouTube channel. I did start with a podcast, but I thought the YouTube channel means that you can see me. We can form a bit of a better relationship on the YouTube channel, and you might be able to trust what I'm telling you because of the experience I have, and we can get the information over in a more effective manner. As I mentioned before, there's a massive information overload. So even if we receive the information, so you guys watch my channel and you learn a little something, I can't guarantee in 5 minutes you're going to remember what you learned, right? So I'm trying to tackle this in a couple of ways. Number one is, I think process safety is complicated enough without telling people one way to do it in one company and then another way to do it in another company. Also, there are some processes within process safety which are applied both in process safety, but in HR, in IT, in document control. If we can standardize these types of processes across different companies, or just within your company, would be great, because that means we can start to simplify. Another way that we're going to be looking to simplify is I'm working with my partner Charlie on developing PSM 101 online, which is a training course. And after developing this training course, we're going to be developing a framework for process safety, which you can just pick up, and it gives you everything in sort of a standardized format, and it tries to reduce the complexity of one process safety system over another, over another, over another. I'm also doing little and often, so I try to keep my videos relatively short, apart from the ones which we do for training. And this allows you to take a little bit of information in, then you can come back, see if there were any additional questions, and take a little bit more. And hopefully this little and often will help you embed the learnings into your everyday. And also hopefully it allows you to fit it in your busy schedule. And I'm not going to be reinventing the wheel all the time, right? If I know something works really well, I'm just going to tell you what it is. And I'll tell you where to get it, and that's even if I don't get any benefit out of it. Because I want you guys to succeed in your process safety management and make sure everybody on your site gets home safely every single day. And make sure those people who are living relatively close to your facility, make sure that they're not going to wake up one morning and find that all their windows have been blown in, or that there's smoke engulfing their house. I want everyone to be safe and everyone to get home. So if this is the sort of thing you might be interested in, if you want to learn from my experience and from the experience of others who I'll bring as guest interviewees on this channel, then just click on subscribe and get in touch with questions, topics, what you want to hear about, and let's try and change the world together. Let's make process safety clear, easy to understand, and something that everybody just does as part of their everyday.